in school and my energy has been better on and off the
I
football.
never thought that making time for breakfast would matter. Until a couple months ago, I started making scrambled eggs and a smoothie every morning about 15 minutes before class. Ever since, I've been able to stay awake during class better and have more energy for basketball practices late at night.
Welcome to the Breakfast Checklist. I'm Samantha Bubeck.
I'm Regina Gunn.
And I'm Emily Lang.
We are nutrition education students at Eastern Illinois University.
Did you know that oftentimes kids ages 11 to 18 skip breakfast for reasons like lack of time in the morning or even not knowing how to prepare it?
This video intends to teach you the benefits of eating a healthy breakfast and to provide you with a plan to find the time and knowledge of how to prepare a convenient, healthy breakfast with foods you can easily get.
There is scientific research that proves the importance of eating breakfast. One study in Norway found that students who skip breakfast have more mental distress than those who do not. Experiencing mental distress can lead to a person into being in a bad mood, which can even harm relationships.
Another study found that skipping breakfast in the morning can hurt one's athletic performance in the afternoon, even if they eat lunch. Check out this infographic from YLM Sports. Some athletes ate both breakfast and lunch, and some ate only lunch, and those who ate both meals performed better in their sport after school.
If those studies aren't enough to convince you, how about the experiences of the two high school students at the start of this video? Caden plays football. He found that eating breakfast helped him have more energy in school and at practice. Keegan plays basketball later at night. He found that having a healthy smoothie in the morning helped to energize him all day to reach his goals.
Now, let's look at MyPlate guidelines so we know how to plan a healthy breakfast. In January 2011, the government released the 2010 Dietary Guidelines for Americans, which are the basis of MyPlate messages, with the hope that it would be easier to follow and contribute to better health. The following are some of the major changes. Make half of your plate fruits and vegetables. Eat fewer grains and make at least half of them whole grain. Make 1/4 of your plate lean protein, including fish and seafood. With MyPlate, you can visualize that you should have half your plate fruits and vegetables, 1/4 grains such as bread, pasta, cereal, or rice, 1/4 protein, meat, fish, poultry, eggs, beans, amongst others, and dairy.
A little more than 1/4 of your plate should be vegetables. A little less than 1/4 of your plate should be fruits. 1/4 of your plate should be grains. 1/4 of your plate should be lean protein. And always remember your dairy.
So now we will get into one of the first key MyPlate messages, which is to make half your plate fruits and vegetables.
Let's take a closer look at the MyPlate icon. First up is the vegetables group.
Vary your veggies. Eat a rainbow. Any vegetable or 100% vegetable juice counts. Vegetables are organized into 5 groups based on the vitamins and minerals that are in them. Remember, the darker color the vegetables, the higher they are in vitamins and minerals. Some commonly eaten vegetables in each subgroup are dark green vegetables like broccoli, collard greens, dark green leafy lettuce, kale, mustard greens, romaine lettuce, spinach, turnip greens, watercress, and Brussels sprouts. Red and orange vegetables include carrots, pumpkin, red peppers, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, and winter squash. Beans and peas are black beans, black-eyed peas, garbanzo beans, which are also chickpeas, kidney beans, lentils, navy beans, pinto beans, soybeans, split peas, and white beans. There's also starchy vegetables, which include corn, green peas, green lima beans, plantains, and potatoes. And then other vegetables like artichokes, asparagus, avocado, bean sprouts, beets, cabbage, cauliflower, celery, and more.
Now onto the fruit group. Here too, color is very important. The more colors you eat, the better. And the more color or deeper the color, the more vitamins and nutrition are in the fruit. It's so much better to select whole fruit instead of getting your fruit from juices. There are so many more healthy substances in a whole fruit than just in a juice.
The key message is to make half of your plate fruits and vegetables. What fruits are in the fruit group? Any fruit or 100% fruit juice counts as part of the fruit group. Fruits may be fresh, canned, frozen, or dried, and may be whole, cut up, or pureed. Some commonly eaten fruits are apples, apricots, bananas, cherries, grapefruit, grapes, kiwi fruit, lemon, limes, mangoes, nectarines, oranges, peaches, pears, papaya, pineapple, plums, prunes, raisins, and tangerines. Berries would include strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries. Melons include cantaloupe, honeydew, and watermelon. And mixed fruits may come in a fruit cocktail or a fruit salad.
Next, remember the key My Plate message. Make at least half of the grains you eat whole grains.
Now let's take a closer look at the grains group.
Make at least half the grains you eat whole grains. Any food made from wheat, rice, oats, corn or cornmeal, barley, or another cereal grain is a grain product. Grains are divided into two groups, whole grains and refined grains. 100% whole grains contain the entire grain kernel, the bran, germ, and endosperm. They are the most nutritious grain sources and add essential fiber to our diet. My Plate recommends that 50% of our grains be whole grain. Examples include whole wheat flour, which makes whole wheat bread and whole wheat pasta, bulgur, cracker wheat, rolled oats used in oatmeal, quinoa, whole cornmeal, brown rice, popcorn, and wild rice. Refined grains have been milled, a process that removes the bran and germ. This is done to give grains finer texture and improve their shelf life, but it also removes lots of nutrients, such as fiber, iron, and many B vitamins. Most refined grains are also enriched. This means some of the vitamins and minerals that are found in the whole grain are added back, but many other nutrients that are great for your body are replaced. Enriched grains will give you some nutrition, but not all the nutrition found in whole grains. The best way to know if you're eating a whole grain is to check the ingredient list on the package. The first ingredient should say whole grain or whole wheat. Some foods are made from a mixture of whole and refined grains.
It's important to get your calcium-rich foods. Choose fat-free or low-fat 1% milk, yogurt, and cheese. Milk includes fat-free or skim milk like low-fat 1%, reduced fat 2%, and whole milk. Flavored milks such as chocolate or strawberry, lactose-reduced or lactose-free milks, and calcium-fortified soy milk. Yogurt has many options, including fat-free, low-fat, reduced fat, and whole milk. Cheeses, including hard natural cheeses such as cheddar, mozzarella, Swiss, or Parmesan, soft cheeses such as ricotta or cottage cheese, and processed cheeses such as American. Milk-based desserts such as pudding, iced milk, frozen yogurt, and ice cream. All milk and many foods made from milk are considered part of this food group. Most dairy foods choices should be fat-free or low-fat. Foods from this group provide vitamin D, potassium, and phosphorus. However, foods made from milk that have little to no calcium, such as cream cheese, cream, and butter, are not included. Why is calcium so important? Calcium helps make your bones strong. Nearly all the strength you can build in your bones is done by the age of 25. After that time, the calcium you get from your food simply keeps up with the calcium that's constantly being lost from your bones. Your bones are like a sponge, eager to soak up the calcium you give them to make them strong. If you don't give them enough calcium, they are weak. Weak bones will affect your height, your ability to be active, play sports, and run around.
We also encourage you to be physically active. Eating right and being physically active aren't just a diet or a program. They are keys to a healthy lifestyle. Not being active ages your body faster. It affects your mood, your brain power, and your body's ability to burn calories. The physical activity recommendations from MyPlate are based on the physical activity guidelines from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. What is physical activity? Using energy to move your body, such as walking, gardening, biking, climbing stairs, playing basketball, or dancing the night away are all good examples of being active. The best way to incorporate physical activity into your day is to pick activities that you like and start by doing what you can, at least 10 minutes at a time. Every bit adds up, and the health benefits increase as you spend more time being active. Should everyone get the same amount of physical activity? Youth, such as yourself, should be active for at least 1 hour every day. When you're active, you use the food, you eat better, you sleep better, your weight will stay in line, you have more energy, and chances are you'll feel happier.
When you are thirsty, water is an excellent choice to drink. It provides the fluid your body needs to keep you cool, helps our body dispose of waste, and helps circulate nutrients throughout our bodies. The general tip is to drink 8 8-ounce glasses of water each day, which equals 64 ounces total. Be sure to have water available when outdoors or doing physical activity. Not drinking enough water can lead to overheating and dehydration. Flavored waters or vitamin waters and sports drinks usually have added sweeteners and artificial ingredients. The added sweeteners in these drinks add calories. Be sure to read the nutrition facts label and ingredients on these beverages. Remember, water is calorie-free.
Here are additional resources that you can use to look up information about MyPlate and to get some great ideas to make your MyPlate meals. Now, let's see how we can put the breakfast checklist to work. Now that you know that breakfast is important and what makes a healthy breakfast, let's go over 3 options to help you eat your breakfast.
There are 3 checklists to choose from. One option is to prepare your healthy breakfast the night before school. Another option is to prepare your healthy breakfast the morning of school. Lastly, we will show you how you can choose a healthy breakfast when you go to school.
We're going to use this recipe to help you organize what you want to eat for breakfast in the morning, the ingredients you'll need to get from the store, and how much time to plan for after you wake up. So we're going to make a breakfast sandwich. So we have our whole wheat bread, we have an egg, we have spinach, getting her vegetables in, we have some breakfast sausage, we also have a slice of cheese. You can do pepper jack or Colby or mozzarella or any kind of cheese. Since we have gathered our ingredients for our egg sandwich, don't forget to also add some kind of fruit like a banana, or we have an apple or strawberries. Here we have the finished product, our egg sandwich. We got the cheese, the egg, and the spinach on, the toasted bread here. I also didn't forget my apple, and it's delicious. Hope you have a good day.
Hey guys, this is Samantha with the Breakfast Checklist. and I will be telling you how you can healthfully prepare your own breakfast the morning of school. Because it's so important to include fruit into your breakfast, I'm going to select strawberries. So what I've done is I have just poured the strawberries after being rinsed into a bowl so that they are prepared for me. All right, so in an effort to include grains into our breakfast that we're preparing before school, let's make some oatmeal. It's definitely easier to buy the prepackaged oatmeal so that it's portioned out for you, but it's a lot cheaper to buy a full container. Just follow the directions that are on the back. These specific directions say I should include half a cup of oats and that I should include a whole cup of water. All right, so then you just want to stir that in and we'll put it in the microwave. So now that that's in the microwave, we will wait for the suggested time to cook, which is 1.5 to 2 minutes. So let's give it a good 2 minutes, okay? All right, so the microwave beeped, it's been 2 minutes, and voila, we have oatmeal. It'll be hot, so be careful grabbing it out. So because it is so important to include a low-fat dairy product, such as milk, into your breakfast, I'm going to include a cup of dairy milk. And this will go beautifully with my strawberries and my oatmeal. So there we have it. A balanced breakfast that you can quickly prepare in the morning without any fuss and fuel yourself for the rest of your day's activities.
Having enough time for breakfast in the morning can seem impossible, but if we plan ahead, it can be easy. Let's use the breakfast checklist and do some backwards planning to make sure we have enough time for breakfast in the morning. My first period starts at 8 a.m., so I want to be at school at about 7:40. I'm planning to eat breakfast at school with my friends. I'm going to leave for school about 7:15 and then allow enough time to get ready, organize my school stuff, let my dog out and maybe even take her for a short walk, shower and get dressed, which means I need to wake up at about 6:25 a.m. Since I'm a growing teenager, I do need 8 to 9 hours of sleep per night, so I'll plan to go to bed about 10 o'clock. Looks like it's almost time. If your school is anything like mine, you probably have some limited breakfast options. I do have a few options of fruit. On the left, a banana, an apple, or a clementine. What's nice about that is that I can choose a different one each day so I don't get sick of it. Although my favorite are bananas. Now for the main course, I could pick cereal, a muffin, or even a granola bar. I'm going to choose the Cheerios because they have the least amount of sugar. Lucky Charms and Trix have about 11 grams of sugar, where the Cheerios have only 1. The cinnamon and sugar muffin has about 30 grams of sugar and 8 grams of saturated fat. That just might not be the healthiest choice. The granola bar might even be a nice snack for later. It's lower sugar and has fiber in it. Then I have my drink options. I could have low-fat milk that is low in calories and sugar and has calcium and protein. Or I could pick the Kool-Aid, which is a bunch of empty calories with no vitamins and just sugar. Here's my healthy selection for breakfast today. I chose the banana because it's my favorite fruit. The Cheerios have lots of vitamins and minerals. The milk has protein, calcium, and vitamin D. And the granola bar has fiber and other nutrients while being low in sugar. Plus, these things are pretty tasty, and I get to eat them while I hang out with my friends. I know that food high in protein or in vegetables from my plate aren't represented in this meal, but I can just make sure to have an extra vegetable as a snack today or with my lunch or dinner. See how easy it can be to have breakfast in the morning? Enjoy!